For details on a possible code 6. Just had a vehicle blow past me, high speed. 34 minute, nothing 3014. Alright, guys bearing down on your 20, hard and fast.
Seacrest County has become the ultimate place to speed, a playground for the most exotic cars and drivers in the world. But this is not a lawless place. Constant competition has led to the creation of the world's fastest police force, Seacrest County Speed Enforcement. The SCPD spare no expense to redline it all the way and make you pay. Every day, new drivers still show up and attempt to tame Seacrest County and outrun the law. The pursuit for the ultimate drive starts here. Which side are you on?
Entry in the Roadsters Reborn race event is confirmed. In this showcase event, you will unleash the true potential of the Roadster as you compete against other drivers in a race along the Seacrest County coast. Use your driving skills to outmaneuver the opposition and take a medal. Your reputation is measured in wanted levels. Currently, you are not registering much activity and are classed by the SCPD as a Level 1 speeder. The greatest drivers win the races and outrun the law with style and are classified as Level 20, most wanted. Your daily activity is measured as bounty. The harder, faster, and more dangerously you drive, the more bounty you will earn. Win races, beat your rivals, and stay one step ahead of the cops to increase your wanted level and get access to new cars and entry into the toughest events. Your car is equipped with a race-spec nitro system. Use this system to gain a rapid acceleration increase. Nitros will only charge if you drive dangerously. Drive in oncoming traffic lanes, near-miss other vehicles, drift corners, and take shortcuts to gain the most nitros. This race has restricted entry requirements. You can choose any of the available cars to drive in the race. Some cars are locked at this time and will become available as you increase your wanted level.
Porsche engineers have realized a long-held dream. The dream of a roadster that is more original, more sporty, and more liberated than ever. By taking an idea back to the basics, the Boxster Spyder is based on a pure, lightweight design with no comfortable extras. Featuring a tuned version of the proven 3.4-liter flat-six Boxer engine, which sits just ahead of the rear axle, the Boxster Spyder weighs only 1,275 kilograms. There is a noticeable kick in acceleration when compared to the other two models in the range, and the car is always alert and willing to change direction. No air conditioning, no radio, no cup holders, no door release levers. This is the lightest Porsche you can buy, and one that returns to the formula applied in creating the classic 1950s Porsche 550 Spyder. Throughout its entire production run from 1975 to 1989, the Porsche 911 Turbo was the top-of-the-range model from Porsche. Making use of turbocharging technology, which Porsche had begun experimenting with in the early 1970s with the Porsche 917, the 911 Turbo was developed to be a direct competitor for the much more expensive and exclusive supercars of the era. Although the car was no longer required as a homologation model, due to changes in the homologation rules, it became the basis for the 934 and the 935 race cars. The car proved to be very fast, but also very demanding to drive. Its short wheelbase, engine position, and power delivery contributed to a tendency to oversteer that required a high level of skill to control. A distinctive flared rear spoiler, wider rear arches, and upgraded tires were added to help increase grip and make the car more stable. The rear spoiler was later raised even more to allow enough space for the newer air-to-air intercooler, which was added to increase power even further. Stopping performance was also improved by using brakes similar to those found on the successful Porsche 917 race car. Horatio Pagani and his team have once again created a piece of art able to speed over 350 kilometers per hour. Created in Pagani's Modenese studio, only 5 roadsters will be built complementing the existing 5 coupes. The 7.3-liter V12 Mercedes-Benz AMG engine howls like a wild beast when the throttle is opened. This is accompanied by the sound of air rushing into the air intake, positioned just above the driver's head. The Carbo titanium monocoque needed only a slight redesign, due to its unique strength, to deal with the absence of a roof which when removed is stored in the front. The wheel nuts are made entirely from titanium and feature the Pagani logo. Different for a reason. Known as Evo to its friends, This is a high-performance sedan and the 10th official version to date. The Lancer Evolution saw success in the World Rally Championships with drivers' titles from 1996 to 1999 and a Constructors' Championship win in 1998. One of the Lancer Evolution's most revolutionary technologies is the Super All-Wheel Control SAWC system, which indirectly directs engine torque to the outside or inside wheels as needed. Making use of all available traction, SAWC gives the Lancer Evolution unparalleled cornering, acceleration, and safety. Every element of Lancer Evolution is specifically designed to improve performance and safety, from the racing-developed aerodynamics to the wide fenders, aluminum roof, and vented aluminum hood.
Your car has been installed with the latest anti-pursuit technology, the spike strip. Based on SCPD technology, the system releases a lethal spiked strip from the rear of your car. If another vehicle drives over the strip, they will be damaged and temporarily immobilized. Use the moment well and make your move. Your vehicle can only carry a limited number of strips and will take time to recharge after each use, so only fire when you are confirmed a hit. Your heads-up display will let you know when the system is online.
The Dodge Charger name is a historical one associated with performance. With four-door flexibility, the Dodge Charger SRT8 is a sophisticated, versatile muscle car that excites at every turn. The 425 bhp that the 6.1-liter Hemi V8 generates makes it equally as powerful as the legendary Hemi engines of the muscle car era. The Dodge Charger also features an electronic stability control designed to assist drivers during extreme steering maneuvers. Prominent wheel arches house the familiar 5-spoke aluminum wheels, while the aggressive front grille, broad-shouldered fenders, and sloping fastback roofline allow the Dodge Charger to dominate the road in style. An expression of joy. The BMW Z4 S-Drive 35IS is a modern reinterpretation of the classic Roadster, following in the footsteps of the 1930s BMW 3151 and the 1950s BMW 507. Adaptive M suspension helps deliver power and precision straight to the tarmac throughout the rev range. A light touch of the accelerator is all the twin turbocharged 6 cylinders need to provide an experience to match the freedom of roof-down driving. Driving a Roadster is an expression of style, not of extravagance. An elongated bonnet encourages your eye to trace the striking low shoulder line to its powerful rear. The hardest decision the driver has to make is whether the shortest route is the most enjoyable one. Originating from the pits of Le Mans after a 16th overall victory, the engineers went on to develop a concept to show what was technologically feasible. 1,270 handcrafted units were built because exclusivity occasionally needs a limit. Underpinning the Carrera GT is a self-supporting carbon fiber body which can handle 603 bhp and a speed of 201 miles per hour while remaining incredibly light. The Carrera GT is lighter than the current lightest Porsche available. The world's best-selling high-performance car of 2006 is instantly recognizable as a Porsche. The typical Porsche front includes 3 air intakes, which identify the commitment to managing airflow in the overall design. The engine cover is a beautifully crafted twin-power dome of cross-drilled stainless steel.
Central to all units. Officers require assistance on West Beach Freeway. All units respond. This is an emergency situation. Roger that, 1073 approved. Roblox units deploying directly ahead of you.
Suspect is in the roadblock. All units move in from the west. Move in from the bust.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
Air support request received. Moving in on your position.
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers. All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go.
Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Repeat, suspect evaded spike strip. Maintain pursuit.
I've made contact. My vehicle is driver involved in a 1050 with police roadblock. All units move in. Dispatch suspect just ran the roadblock. Repeat, suspect just ran the roadblock. Tracers are using spikes. Suspect has been given a final
spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over. Spike strips. All units, local EMPs are authorized for use. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Roger that. Aerial pursuit unit engaging. We're on suspect. Target is entered the tunnel.
All units, weapon systems are down. Rerouting communication.
This is aerial pursuit. We have a confirmed hit.
All units, we are detecting a power.
Negative on the stop. The vehicle is still mobile.
Satellite connection down. All units, we are being jammed. Eyes on target. All units here clear for 1067. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over. Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer. All units in pursuit of a Bugatti. Engage in pursuit. Command Central has approved SCPD airborne assistance. You are given all access and support in this pursuit. Good luck.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
EMP activated, acquiring target log.
Target is dropped the spike strip.
All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go. Suspect has evaded the spike strip. All units here are clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over. Weapon systems are inoperative. Use direct force.
I've made contact. He has sustained some damage.
Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over. Roger that, 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
Roadblock reporting 1050. All units move in. All units, roadblock has been compromised.
The target is immobilized. Repeat, target is immobilized.
I don't think he'll be troubling us again. This is Roadblock Patrol 1. We're on scene standing by, over. Suspect is using spikes. Requesting support.
All units, you are clear to use spike strips. Aerial support is standing by. We are awaiting orders.
Dispatch suspect just... Driver involved in attention with police roadblock. All units move in.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Repeat, suspect evaded spike strip. Maintain pursuit.
Roger that. Very pursuit unit engaging. We're on the suspect. There's a warning. Roadblock unit dispatch. Please advise on target position.
That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position.
Suspect has hit the roadblock. All units move in for the arrest. Repeat, move in for the bust.
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over. Interceptor unit, we are receiving an assistance request from local patrol unit. Patching them through.
Measuring speeds in excess of 150 miles per hour. Nothing is slowing this guy down.
Confirmed. Reports indicate the suspect is wanted for using spike strips against officers. Use any means necessary to stop him. Move in.
Negative on the stop. Vehicle still mobile.
got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
Suspect has hit the roadblock. All units move in for the arrest.
Suspect has left the road and entered the desert.
Contact.
Spike strip deployed. All units here are cleared for 1067. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over.
Roadblock unit dispatch. Please advise on target position. I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Driver involved in a 1050 with police roadblock. All units move in. Look out, spike strip.
Satellite connection down. All units 3 are being jammed. Eyes on target. Suspect has entered the satellite district.
Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them. This is roadblock unit. Suspect involved in a TC on our position.
Spike strip has failed to slow the target. Suspect is still on the run. Suspect vehicles have been shot. Good job, officer. Priority situation on Rockingham Road.
I got him. Going in front of you. Don't mess with the SCPD.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. Monitoring a system overload. Are you... Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Target has entered the tunnel.
All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are go.
Contact. I don't think that's the last we'll see of him.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Repeat, suspect evaded spike strip. Maintain pursuit.
What's the load? Recipient confirmed. Target immobilized.
The suspects are now under arrest. Bring them for processing. Aerial support upgraded. Units now feature enhanced fuel and spike strip loadouts to maximize time on station.
At the beginning of the 90s, the Diablo replaced the Countach and was yet again the showcase for Lamborghini's now legendary V12 engines. The name, which means devil, is a return to using names of famous fighting bulls, with Diablo noted as being particularly ferocious. In 1993, the specialized Diablo VT was released. The VT, or viscous traction, highlights the inclusion of all-wheel drive, which would be a feature of almost all of Lamborghini's future cars. However, when the Diablo SV was created in 1995, it was based on the original Diablo and was therefore rear-wheel drive. With the SV or Sport Veloce name, which had only been used once before, it did include an upgraded engine capable of delivering 510 horsepower, larger brakes, and a new 3-piece adjustable spoiler. The original brief for the Diablo was to build a car capable of at least 196 miles per hour. In 1991, the original Diablo was briefly the fastest production car in the world, with a top speed of 202 miles per hour. With an optional SV logo on the side, other distinguishing features include dual instead of quad front fog lamps, front brake cooling ducts, and 2 massive air takes on the engine cover.
All units, we have a high priority situation on Eagle Crest Road.
I got him. Going in front of him. Consider this a warning.
Spike strip deployed. Roger that, 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
Suspect is in the roadblock. Under arrest. All units, roadblock has been broken.
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Serial receiving confirmed. Frontline patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
All units, you are cleared to use spike strips.
Suspect has hit the roadblock. All units move in for the arrest. Repeat, move in for the bust.
Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Announcing the ultimate upgrade to your shredder technology. MDLS, the multiple device launching system. Double your stopping power. Deploy 2 shredders at once. Rolling out across the SCPD today.
Interceptor unit, we are receiving an assistance request from local patrol unit. Patching them through.
We're on Fairview Road in pursuit of a Dodge Viper. Suspect is very aggressive and has already disabled one of our patrol cars.
Confirm, patrol. Interceptor unit en route. Proceeding with extreme caution.
Made contact. He has sustained some damage. Target has dropped the spike strip. The situation is highly dangerous.
Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
Central in pursuit of a silver Aston Martin 177 on Coral Bay Drive.
Suspect is ignoring any attempted contact, moving in for pit maneuver.
Confirmed. Move in.
Central, suspect has swerved off-road and is driving blind, requesting pursuit assistance.
Affirmative, patrol. Interceptor assistance en route. Suspect is headed off-road onto the trails.
Contact.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
The Porsche engineers knew exactly what their objective was: to make the new 911 GT2 RS the most powerful Porsche for the road. Objective achieved. The water-cooled six-cylinder bi-turbo Boxster engine with 4-valve technology, variable turbine geometry, VTG, and VarioCam Plus delivers its power through the rear axle. From its 3.6-liter capacity, it generates an enormous 620 horsepower at an engine speed of 6,500 RPM and 700 Newton meters between 2,250 and 5,500 RPM. Couple this with a weight reduction, compared to the GT2, of 70 kilograms from the clever use of carbon, aluminum, polycarbonate, and a single-mass flywheel, you have a class-leading weight-to-power ratio of 2.21 kilograms per horsepower. Carbon elements have been used wherever possible, including the front lid, spoiler lip, and rear wing. Even the mud flaps are available in carbon as an option. These not only save weight, but their distinctive matte black finish allows the 911 GT2 RS to be easily recognized when compared to the 911 GT2.
That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position.
Roger that. 1071 received. Give me your gauge. On position. I've made contact. Is the same?
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. Spike strip deployed. All units here clear for 1067. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized over.
Arrest has been made.
Roger that, 1073. Spike strip has failed to slow. The target suspect is still on the run. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. All units here clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now on to... Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer. We have a high priority situation on Oakmont Valley.
I've made contact. Dispatch, I don't think he'll be troubling us again.
The roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you. power search for all units. Local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go. Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Delivering 100 times more electrical impact than a lightning strike, this generator provides the ultimate electromagnetic stopping force. Developed in parallel with the military, new lock-on algorithms deliver 75% faster target acquisition.
Central to all units. Officers require assistance on Carson Ridge. All units respond. This is an emergency situation. Central to all units. Officers require assistance on East Gorge Freeway. All units respond. This is an emergency situation. High-priority situation on Boulder Road.
I've made contact. Here's the thing. Ticket has been issued. That's my 50th ticket today.
A roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you. Weapons disabled. You are on your own until we can get back online.
All units, roadblock has been broken.
EMP activated. Acquiring deployed. All units, you are cleared to use spike strips. All units, local EMPs are now authorized to use. Repeat, EMPs are go. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. Suspect has evaded the spike strip.
Ticket's been issued. That's my 50th ticket today.
Satellite connection down. All units, we are being jammed. Eyes on target. All units, local EMPs. Suspect has missed the spike strip. Suspect has missed the spike strip. Better. Target has been apprehended. All units, stand down. All units in pursuit of the Zonda.
Confirmed. Suspect is exceeding all posted limits. Requesting assistance.
Confirm, Patrol. Intercept the unit en route. Central Command has authorized the use of all available equipment and resources for this pursuit. Use any means necessary to stop him. Move in.
I've made contact. Suspect's vehicle has sustained heavy damage.
EMP activated, acquiring. Target has been apprehended. All units, stand down. All units, we have an emergency call on 3 Points Road. Interceptor, move in to investigate.
Roger that. There is pursuit unit engaging. We're on.
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive spike strip deployed.
Serial pursuit can confirm suspect immobilized.
Weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer. Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over. Canyon Freeway.
I got him. Going in for the pin.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
Suspect has hit the roadblock. All units move in for the arrest. Roger that. Very pursuit unit engaging. Contact.
EMP activated, acquiring target log.
Suspect has been issued with a speeding ticket and fine.
Pursuit is headed on South Bay Turnpike.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
The suspects are now under arrest. Bring them for processing.
Lamborghini is redefining the future of the super sports car with a unique technology demonstrator. Its name, which means sixth element and refers to the position of carbon on the periodic table, hints at the extensive use of Lamborghini's advanced carbon fiber technology throughout its construction, including parts of the suspension and wheels. With an overall curb weight below 1,000 kilograms, coupled with the same V10 engine that was previously only found in the Gallardo LP 574 Superleggera, the Sesto Elemento is capable of a truly staggering 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time of 2.5 seconds. Every single kilometer in the Sesto Elemento is sheer fascination, due in part to the relentless traction attained by using a permanent all-wheel drive system. Every single line of a Lamborghini has a clear function. The two vertical ribs at the front improve stiffness and guide the cooling air directly to the radiator and brakes. The triangle, like the one around the door handle, is a recurring theme that can also be seen on the air outlets in the hood. Surfaces have an outstanding red shimmer thanks to a nanotechnology which adds fine crystals during the final stage of production.
Central to all units, officers require assistance on West Beach Freeway. All units respond, this is an emergency situation. Central to all units. Officers require assistance on Coral Bay Drive. All units respond. This is an emergency situation.
In pursuit of a Chevrolet Corvette DR1 on Fairview Road.
Confirmed. Status?
Suspect is driving very aggressively. We've lost 2 patrol cars already.
Request confirmed. It's set to support en route. You got it. Roadblock in position ahead. The suspects are now under arrest. 3 minutes for processing. Interceptor unit is en route. Interceptor unit, we need you to move in and take him down.
Contact. Pursuing officer, be advised, service support incoming.
Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over. Welcome, Cadet. You have been accepted into the ranks of the SCPD, the world's fastest speed enforcement unit. You begin your career as a Rank 1 cadet with limited access to the department. The pinnacle of the speed enforcement unit are the Rank 20 ultimate enforcers with access to any vehicle or pursuit resource required. Your career with the SCPD will be measured on your performance in the field. All of your actions are monitored and recorded in the system as bounty. The more bounty you are awarded during an active mission, the faster you will progress through the cop ranks. Basic busting procedure is to bring the suspect to a halt or force the vehicle to stop with excessive damage. As an interceptor, you are authorized to use any available force to bring the suspect in. The objective is to bust the suspect in the shortest amount of time, minimizing impact on the population of Seacrest County. All interceptor response cars are fitted with an SCPD nitrous system. Use this system to give your vehicle a short burst of acceleration, enabling you to close the gap or impact the suspect with more force. If the suspect gets too far away, there will be a limited time to re-engage before the assignment is over. Stay close and stay sharp. Today you will be driving the Ford Crown Victoria. As you prove your value to the department, Command will make more exotic equipment available to you. Good luck. Mazda heading south on 3 Points Road. on Mission Beach.
Contact. I don't think that's the last we'll see of him. I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage. I've made contact.
Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
Just 20 examples of the Reventon went on sale, with the 21st being built for display at Lamborghini's museum. Costing $1,350,000 and looking more like a stealth fighter, this is the ultimate weapon in destroying motoring preconceptions. To ensure the Reventon was at least as fast as the LP640, its engine has been tuned to develop even more power. All-wheel drive and low-profile 245 front and 335 rear Pirellis help keep this wannabe aircraft agile on the ground. Looking at the car, you can still see traces of the Murcielago underneath all the aggressive, angular panels. The front is now dominated by two large air intakes that help cool the brakes. The angular nose is mimicked in the now obligatory transparent engine cover and the rear spoiler.
Central to all units, officers require assistance on Mystic Lake Road. All units respond, this is an emergency situation. As a member of the SCPD, you have the full backing of the command center on every mission. For this next mission, Command has approved the use of local roadblock units. Calling in the units will set up a roadblock ahead of you and the suspect on the road. Any collision with the roadblock will cause the suspect heavy damage and slow them down, giving you an opportunity to move in.
In pursuit of a Dodge Charger on Grand Ocean Road. Measuring speeds in excess of 150 miles per hour. Nothing is slowing this guy down.
Central confirmed. Let the interceptor take over. Interceptor 1, this is Central. Roadblock units are approved for use. Move in. You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
Suspect has hit the roadblock. All units move in for the arrest. Repeat, move in for the bust. Contact. Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Roadblock reporting 1050. All units move in.
Suspect vehicles have been shot. Good job, officer. Central to all units, officers require assistance on Boulder Road. All units respond, this is an emergency situation. next mission, your interceptor vehicle has been fitted with a spike strip release mechanism. Activating the weapon will release a lethal spike strip from the rear of your car. Your vehicle can only carry a limited number of strips and will take time to recharge after each use, so only fired when you are confirmed a hit. Command out. Officers in pursuit of a blue Subaru on South Bay Drive.
Suspect is left road. Repeat, the suspect is off-road with heavy assistance.
Confirmed. Interceptor officers en route. Interceptor unit, command has approved spike strips for immediate use. Take them down. Suspect is headed onto the forest trail. Clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over. Spike strip deployed. Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Apprehended. All units stand down. High-priority situation on Cascade Terrace. Contact. Look out, spike strip. disabled. You are on your own until we can get back online.
Aerial pursuit unit, you're clear to engage. Over. Don't mess with the SCPD.
Spike strip deployed. Spike strip at your location. All units here clear for 1067. I repeat, spike strip now authorized. Over.
Suspect has released the spike strip. All officers be on guard. This is aerial pursuit. Hit confirmed. Target immobilized.
Roger that. 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
Roadblock has been passed. Roadblock has been passed. Suspect is still running.
All units, weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer. Monitoring spike strip release in your area. Proceed with caution. Monitoring a system overload. Are you okay? The roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you.